live on Fire One TV. Please tell me your name and where you come from.
So my name is Gorma Guachi. I am originally born and raised in Liberia, West Africa.
How long have you been in this state?
I've been in the States for about 21 years. I've been in Colorado for about 7 of those years.
Oh,
Prior to that, I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your company?
So what we do here at Assurance Support Service Agency, we provide nursing home transition services for clients that are based in the nursing home and looking to transition to the community. We meet with them, do a full assessment with the social worker in the facility, figure out what the needs assessment are and the risk factors. Based on that, we're able to help them obtain a Section A voucher and transition them to the community and hire a staff that will be with them for about a year, and then they graduate out of the program. We are a Medicaid, state Medicaid contractor.
How has COVID affected your business and personal life?
Business-wise, COVID have affected us due to the fact that most of our clients are 90% of our population are the elderly. So because of that, we had to really thread carefully because they were considered part of the high-risk group. So it affected the business because most of my employees had to stay home during the epidemic and just cater to the client. Most important needs were food, water, and medications. Personal life, I wouldn't say a whole lot. I actually think that we got time to spend together as a family even more because of COVID. Personally, but it affected the business tremendously.
Well, people are watching all over the world, so you can say hi to your friends and family.
Well, I would like to say to all my Liberian people, yo, hello from Denver, Colorado. We're here doing our thing. We bless God. And to all my Philadelphia families, I say hello. And my Colorado families, I say hello as well.
Thanks for appearing on Fire One TV.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. You are live on Fire One TV. Your name and where you come from?
My name is Henry Guachi, and I'm from Liberia, West Africa.
Great. How long have you lived here in the States?
I've been in the States since 2013. Basically, it's like 7 years now.
Can you please tell us a little bit about your work and your family?
So I'm a family man. My wife and I, we have 4 kids in total, and we kind of run a small healthcare business where we trying to raise ends meet and be a help to the society.
So people are watching you all over the world. We are live on Facebook, on the radio. We are live on YouTube. Can you tell us and our viewers about how the COVID-19 have affected your business?
So not only my business, technically the COVID-19 affected the whole entire world. And looking at small business with this kind of situation is very bad. We stay at home. We were not able to work for pretty close to 3 months, and everything went down. Even the country economy went down. And looking at from a business perspective, to get back on your feet, it's not going to take 1 or 2 days. It's going to take probably even close to 6 months. But as God could have it, we are back in office, and thank God that we are still running the business, and we hope to get there gradually.
So what measures have you put in place for your business?
So technically what we do is that we are healthcare provider. So we go by the state regulations, and we do exhibit the distant social distancing, and we also make sure that our client as well take precaution in our employees take precaution in dealing with the situation with our clients, because we normally deal with high risk client. So in that direction, we make sure the proper precautions are met.
So can you tell our viewers how serious the COVID-19 is out there, and then how they should take care of themselves?
The COVID-19 is not something like I have to tell you. You see it for yourself. You see the amount of people that are losing their life every day around the world. So honestly, it's very serious, and I will urge everyone at this time to take extreme measures like wear your masks, practice social distances, and make sure you are in the proper, I would say the proper attire, and do not go in the public with all the masks, because in our state, Colorado, it is mandatory that you have to wear a mask in the public. So make sure you follow the state procedure, and you're going to save yourself, and you're going to save your loved ones.
Mr. Henry, let me bring you to politics. Since you come from Africa, Liberia, I would like to ask you a little bit about your country. Of late, I think you've heard whatever is going on in that continent. Can you tell us a little bit about your country?
So my country is on the west coast of Africa. We are a little small country, and basically our country has been through a lot, been through a civil war that turned the country 360 degree around, and for the past couple of years, like 12 years so, we have been trying to bring the country, not we, but I would say we because I'm a Liberian. We definitely have been trying to bring the country upfloat in terms of economic, in terms of development. And for the past 12 years, the only African president, she did extremely well in terms of bringing us back to normality, wherein we have been having a stabilized peace for the past 12 years. And we are heading now to the direction where we can head that will make us effective as compared to Western nations.
About the current government in your country, can you please tell our viewers, when you assessed his work so far? I don't know how long he has been in the power, but there was some demonstrations going on. I think somewhere last year people were protesting against him and his government. So can you let our viewers know what is actually, or what has transformed from that time up to now?
So, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, he came to power in 2017 election, and he officially took office in 2018. Being in office up to now, I think it's a little time that we should experience a significant amount of change. But in so doing, he's actually doing his best, and most of all, he's trying to maintain his peace. As relate to the protests that happened, I think, or some part of this year or so, last year and this year. Yeah, so those are people that are exercising their franchise right to demonstrate. Because one of the things that we gave Judge Weah credit on is he definitely a man of peace. And having said that, he allowed everyone to carry out freedom of expression. And that was peaceful. The first one, the second one was also peaceful. And in terms of development, I believe he will do his best, because He once played on the soccer field. He once managed the soccer team. And although managing the entire nation is tedious, but we just kind of gave him the time and let him do what he has to do. But the truth is, I'm not a partisan of any political party in my country, but I will have to be there to speak the fact. The hardship is in the country, but I will tell you that he did not bring it to the country. He met the hardship there, and he met the country with a very broke economy, and I believe he will definitely bring the country to its feet.
Okay, on the COVID-19, has your government done anything to help his people?
Yes, the government was shut down for like pretty much a month or so, and right before the 26th of July, they reopened the country. So people are now going about their normal businesses, and businesses are kind of getting back on their feet. But we hope that it will not go about spreading again, because we did not have a huge significance of cases, but we definitely believe that the health management will prioritize the situation and bring it under control.
Let's talk about education. I know healthcare system is a problem and it's a struggle for all the African nations. But looking at your country, what can you say to our audience your government has done on education and healthcare, health system?
As you directly put it, health and education has been a very hard thing when it comes to developing nations, especially poor nations like my country. The fact that we have one of the best leadership on a maternity leave, that make us to know that based on her own statement, she said that the healthcare system was, I would say, was a mess, quote unquote. But come to understand now, the healthcare system is bad. I was in Africa last year March, and my wife and I, we do have a medical NGO that we supply to the needy. We did carry out a health assessment, and our estimation was around 50 persons, but we got like 345 people that came to the healthcare because of lot of drugs, lot of simple things like malaria pills, fever. People die from those things because of lack of medication. So I would say the healthcare system is not up to date. It's still down, and with the current government, we look forward for them to do their best. I will not grade them, but it is not good at this time.
Oh, Mr. Henry, Fire One TV wants to thank you for your time. And looking at all that is going on in the world, the chaos with the COVID-19, other leaders, what can you say to our viewers, especially the people in your country, going forward, what they should expect?
So, according to my country media, like online media, because we are not there, we just go by reading those things they put on the internet, those news they report. But according to the media, that our cases are not high enough for us to shut down the country. But better still, just we are doing the best thing to shut down the economy so that people can prioritize this disease. we all know that it may not go away right now, but if you take precaution, you're going to save lives and you're going to save your loved ones as well. So I would just go ahead and ask everyone at this time who thinks that this is not a serious case, that this particular coronavirus is serious, and the better you take it serious, the better you will be doing good for yourself and for your family. Again, thank you for the interview. I look forward to more of this.
One more thing, I want you to say hi to friends and family all over the world.
Especially I would like to say hi to all my families in Africa, my friends around the world. Again, we have to do what we got to do to make our country better. I will be back soon and with a huge project in my country, healthcare project, and look forward to everyone's support.
Mr. Henry, Fire One TV wants to thank you for your time, and we appreciate having you on our network. Thank you.
And thank you to Fire One. Look forward for this.
Fire One TV, where the truth matters.
My name is Varney Cole. I've been in America for about 8 years now, 8 to 10 years, and I moved to Colorado a year ago. I'm like 1 year, 6 months. And what else you want to know?
About this COVID.
Well, COVID is something that you cannot put your hands on. It's something that is unpredictable because you don't know who is the carrier of COVID. You don't know whether the person next to you have COVID. All you hear that people are dying from COVID, and you hear on the news how it's so critical. But it's also scary because you don't know who you will encounter that have COVID. So the number of people that have been announced that is dead or carrying COVID is so scary, and sometimes because of the fear you don't even want to leave your house. But all in all, we just got to pray and wait for solution until the government or scientists come up with vaccine. But COVID is something dangerous. When you're out there, make sure you carry sanitizer, you wash your hands, you wear masks, and keep your environment clean at all times. Thank you very much.
So you are live on Fire One TV. Can you tell us a little bit about your church, your ministry, and how you're doing?
Well, I just started a ministry in Colorado. The ministry is called Christian Restoration Church. We are located on 901 Monaco Parkway, Denver. And we started 2 months ago, and we've been doing quite a great. God is bringing new people every day. Every day we have a new person coming into the ministry. And by the grace of God, we are hoping that God will raise men and women that will stand up for the gospel. And because of COVID too, we're having difficulties with membership. People are coming, but people are complaining they don't want to come out right now because they've been protected all along, and they don't want to come and encounter COVID. So we've been encouraging people to come to the church. We've been open for 2 months, and we thank God that He's raising His own army on His own time. So we're hoping that the church will grow in a couple of months.
So Pastor Vani, people are watching you all over the world. Can you say hi to your family back home in Liberia?
Yeah, I have my cousins and my aunts and uncles in Liberia. I want to give a shout out to them, and I pray that God protect them and keep them safe from the COVID, because this time we are in is a difficult time. So everybody out there, keep yourself protected, stay out of men and crowd. I know people like to go to parties and other occasions, but this time you need to focus more on prayer and spend more time with your family. God bless you.
Pastor Vani, Fire One Media wants to thank you for your time and stay blessed.
God bless you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Marcy. Keep watching Fire One TV and subscribe to their YouTube channel.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm fine. Well, you are live on Fire One TV, and I will be asking you a few questions. Please, sir, what's your name?
I'm Robert Ricky Kule.
And where are you from?
I'm from West Africa, to be precise, Liberia.
Okay, that's nice. So, what do you do for a living?
I work at Assurance Support Service Agency.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you married or?
No, I'm not married.
Okay. So, actually, how do you see what's going on now, like the COVID-19? How has it impacted you?
Actually, the COVID-19 is very bad right now because it carry everywhere around the world backward. In the sense that people are now struggling to survive, people are out of job. But I just thank God that I'm still working, and hopefully and pray that this stuff be over sooner so everybody can get on their normal duty to be able to sustain their family.
Okay. So, how long have you stayed in the States?
I've been in the state like 9 months now.
9 months.
Because I came last year November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, actually, I would like to know what is your what do you see after this COVID-19? What do you see? Do you see setback or do you see?
Yeah.
Setback?
Of course.
Okay.
This COVID-19 has brought a lot of setbacks. So we are hoping and praying, as I told you earlier, that this stuff should be over sooner so everybody can get back on their duties to be able to help the country move forward. Because, take for instance, our people back home in Africa, especially Liberia, we don't have the facility to treat this COVID-19. And even in America here, you see the way things are going. So you should know for the people back home. So we are only praying for the people upstairs, which is the upper countries like America, Europe, to be able to fight this stuff up so we can be able to move forward. Because right now, our people are already suffering from this COVID-19. Yeah. You here in America, you can still be able to get food for your family. But look at people back home in Africa. The last time our country get a state of emergency, people couldn't even provide for their families, and that's bad. So right now, I'm not lying to you, we are really suffering back home.
Okay, that's so sad. So, actually, you say you work for Assurance what?
Support
Services
Agency.
So how are you guys trying to? What are the mechanisms you guys put together to go through this crisis?
We have a safety measure. When anyone come into the office, you gotta get a mask on because it's a family entity. So we in the office, we don't have to wear masks because we're together every day. But when we are meeting with outsider, we have to wear masks. Yeah, but when we are together as family, we don't have to wear masks. And we are praying and hoping to God to carry each and every one through this crisis.
So your staff, what do you do for them? Like what kind of equipment do you give them to prevent themselves?
We provide the basic measures and materials for them to use outside on the field. We got a glove, a hand sanitizer, and a mask. That whenever they are with a client, they protect themselves from this COVID-19.
So has any of your client or staff contacted the COVID-19?
No.
Okay.
Since this coronavirus pandemic, none of our staff or clients have ever contacted this COVID-19. Praise to God for that.
Okay. So back home, how are Liberians trying to attack this virus? How are they managing?
Liberians are taking into consideration all the preventive methods, because I think you're aware of the last pandemic, the Ebola virus. Yeah, it was very bad for the country and we lost a lot of life. So right now, everyone are thinking wisely and we are preventing this stuff from spreading widely. Thanks to President George Weah, he was able to quarantine the country for a while. That reduced the level of sickness within this pandemic. So right now, as I'm speaking to you, our people are still fighting this virus. Yeah, and they are doing their best to make sure that it wipes away safely, that no life will be lost badly.
So, because I heard these few days that the state of emergency has been lifted in Liberia. Is that true?
Yeah, it has been lifted, but we are still taking into consideration the preventive measure, in the sense that social distancing is still on guard, clubs are still locked down, and other stuff like places that can take over 50 crowd have the preventive measure to enable all go through this pandemic safely.
Okay, I understand that you are not a politician, you know, but how do you see Liberians coping, you know, with their economy with this virus?
Basically, I would say I can't talk much about that because earlier I told you I'm not a politician, so I don't know what's up with the country right now based on their economic status.
Okay, so I heard that you left from there 9 months now, right?
Yeah.
So when you were there, what's the developmental growth going on there?
The developmental growth is based on road. Yeah. The president is trying to open road because through road connection you can be able to move places, you can be able to bring stuff within the country, in various countries, you can be able to do stuff. Take for instance, people from Lofa who are planting, for them to bring their stuff in to Monrovia is very hard because of the road condition. At times when they bring their stuff in, it's already rotting. Some way expire, it's spoiled just because of bad road. So the president is trying his best to open the roads so people can be able to be connected through roads. Yeah, that's one of the main developments I saw going on in Liberia when I was there.
Okay. So, because you live in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
So, because I heard that there are several cases in Colorado. Do you have any idea on that? Do you have any idea on how many cases in Colorado, like other states?
Well, I can't give you the statistics of Colorado because I've been following the pandemic, but since then it have dropped to a level that I'm not even thinking on it anymore. Yeah, so I can't really give you the statistics of people who have contacted the virus or people who have died from this pandemic.
Okay. So, in a way, what is your last word to people in Africa, in Liberia?
My last word to my fellow African, not only Liberia, is to watch up and stay protected from this virus, because we in America and other European countries, we are already feeding this stuff. So I ask you all to take the preventive measure in protecting yourself and your family and your loved one. I thank you guys.
And this is Fire One TV, so you can say hi to them.
Now, I'm live on Fire One TV, and I just want to say thank you for you guys interviewing me to be able to educate my people back home.
Fire One TV, the station for the people.